Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to film a sticker haul, and for once I have kind of like collected everything instead of just filming as things show up. I believe these are orders from May and June, so that is the scope of this video, and I've been able to kind of hold on to stuff for filming a haul because a lot of this is going to be kits. And this does include like some of my tried and true shops, but then also a couple of shops that I've never shopped with before. So I haven't even opened like one of those. It just showed up today. So that's going to be exciting to see like how they lay out kits and what paper they use and all those sorts of things. So let's just go ahead and jump into it. So we're going to start off with a shop that I have never shopped with before, but there was a really good layout that I wanted and some art that I wanted. So this is Bunny Bear Plans. So I ordered some extras for this kit. So we'll look at the full kit in just a little bit, but I'm going to go through the extras and the freebies first. So I had my eye on this kit and these extras for a while because I really liked how this shop used this art. But let's look at the freebies. So there is like a Disney journaling card. And then let's see what else. There's a sticker girly little die cut. That's quite cute. There's an all order freebie. I ordered this, I can't remember if it was a birthday sale or an anniversary, like a shop anniversary sale. But there's the all order freebie with kind of these peachy pink and yellow tones. And then there was a $25 order freebie as well. I'm not 100% sure what this icon is supposed to be. Let me know if you know. And then I don't know if Harriet is this shop owner's cat, but there was a PR code for Harriet, and I was like, okay, it's a bunch of cats. I could always use more cat stickers. So I don't have an orange cat, I don't have a black cat, but I really thought these two together were really, really cute. So that's awesome. And then I got the extras for the Always You kit. I really liked the options that this shop had for the colors because I love this art. Honestly, this was almost like my wedding color scheme. But then I decided to go more like the peach orange terracotta route for flowers and stuff. But this type of burgundy and kind of wine color, that was almost the direction that I went. But as far as like the kit layout, I wish more shops like brought in more of the green, and so these extras help with that. So I got like the extra guest box. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to use this for a wedding that we're going to or for our anniversary yet, but I got like the medium skin tone brown haired people because my husband's a groomsman in a wedding this year. And then I got the bride like variety boxes in the same skin tone and hair color, both because this mostly matches me and also matches some of the people we know getting married this year. And then I got the extra full washi. I love a good full washi. I know that like the trend now has gone towards the split washi. I do miss the thick washi. And especially for something like this where it's like a shrubbery pattern, I thought that was great. So there's two thick pieces of washi, a label, and a half box. So that's cool. I like how that pulls in like the background of the scenes in this kit. And then I couldn't decide how many of the green labels I needed, so I got 2 of the extra color sampler because my thought, once you see the kit, you'll see this. I think I want to have like 2 green days when I use this extra color. So there's lots and lots of little things. They're nice skinny little things, which is nice if you memory keep the way that I do, where you mark a lot of small things. Then there's like extra set of glitter headers and then some half boxes and labels and things like that. So I got 2 of those. So those are all the extras that I got, and then I was going back and forth. I'm like, so if I'm getting the extras, do I get the mini kit or the full kit? And I was like, you know what, just get the full kit because I love this art, and I could see myself probably using it multiple times, maybe once for going to a wedding and then once for our anniversary, using more of like the vow boxes and things like that. That's my thought so far. Anyway. So this is the full kit of Always You. I will say, I feel like the paper quality is pretty good. The print resolution, this might not be cut through now that at least that corner is. So it's kind of a thick, glossy paper, thicker than some other shops. That's fine. The print resolution is not my favorite, but that's okay. I think I can definitely make this work. So these are the full boxes. This is what I'm talking about. I'm not crazy about this color scheme. I like this color. I sort of like this color. I wish it was a little bit bolder. And I like this color. I don't know. I think just these four together, it's too, I'm not a big fan of monochromatic kits. So that's how this feels, is like it all kind of feels like one color. So that's where I think the green would help, like probably replacing maybe even this color, because it's richer in this like art than it is in the labels. So I don't know, we'll figure it out once we actually use the kit. I don't say any of this to be like mean or to criticize, just a couple of constructive feedback points. More full boxes, lots of tiny deco, which is really nice. Lots and lots of little things. I think, I don't know, the heart pattern and the bow pattern I'm not crazy about. I like the butterflies and I like the floral, so I think that'll influence which of these two colors I eliminate. It'll also depend on like what time of year I'm using it, I think. I just wish that this color was less brown and more red, if that makes sense. And then non-patterned, same sheet, lots of little things, labels. And then, yeah, this is especially why I got the full bottom washi, because this, I'm not crazy about either the date covers or the bottom washi. I think this would look a lot better personally. That's just me, I know. Everyone's got different color preferences. And I usually do like more autumny colors, but for some reason this is just not speaking to me. So that's awesome that she provides a lot of different options in the shop. Plus then you have this full box too, so that matches with that. And then square boxes and more half boxes and flags and things. This kit is huge. The full kits are huge. And then a unpatterned version, and it just keeps going. Then you get date squares, flight trackers, glitter headers, and movie marquees. That one got, oh, that just has the butterfly pattern on it. I thought I got this printed. So yeah, that's a lot. I've got a lot with this, and especially with the extra colors and the extra washi and the extra boxes. I'm probably going to use this kit multiple times, I imagine, just because I like it so much. It's really, I feel like it's the wedding art that speaks the most to me. Besides the one that I used, which was also from Kittenish Jazz, the art from a few years ago that I used for my own wedding. I do wish this had been out when I got married, but I guess we could always redo the wedding week if I really cared that much. But I also do like from that I Do art, the pink and green art from several years ago, that there are actual couple boxes in there. I know couples are really hard to draw and to be like super inclusive of everybody because like there's infinite possibilities, right? So anyway, that's everything from Bunny Bear Plans. Really excited about this. We only have one wedding this year. The last 2 years we've had like 4 weddings a year. So it's starting to calm down just a little bit, which is nice for having free time to do other things, but also a little sad because it's like, I still want to party. Anyway, moving on. I've got a Cafe with Anna order. So I've ordered from Anna a few different times now. You've got this lovely hollow sticker on the packaging that says, "You've got great taste." My husband got the mail when this showed up and he walked in with this. He's like, "You've got great taste." I'm like, "Thank you." So we love a supportive spouse of the sticker planning hobby. So I got 3 different kits from Cafe with Anna. And I believe these 2 are exclusive to her shop, and this one, while not exclusive to her shop, it was one of the few shops that I actually saw using Sorry. So just saying. Okay, so let's start with Homecoming. This one, I believe, like I said, is exclusive. It's like a football, but also Kendrick Lamar themed, but also historically Black college and university themed. So love all of that. I especially got this. I'm not like huge into football. I go to football maybe once or twice a year. And I don't really listen to Kendrick. Not that I don't like him. I think he's great. I just don't generally listen to his genre of music. But part of the reason I got this is the books, some of the books that are included in here. So White Teeth by Zadie Smith is a great read. It's very funny. It's kind of like a dark humor, but I think it's a very important humor. So I got the mini kits on glossy paper for each of these. That's just been my jam lately. And like I said, I go to football maybe once or twice a year. My dad was in marching band his first year of college, so. And then he's been joining the alumni band recently too, so might end up going to my college homecoming this year that I've never been to actually. And then another book in here, so White Teeth is also in this stack. Oh, I didn't notice Beloved was in here. That's great. So Beloved by Toni Morrison, which is another great book that I've read. And then Americana is another great read as well. Although, I'm gonna be honest, the professor who assigned that book really hyped it up and was like, I cried reading the ending to this. I was on a plane and I was crying. And then I read the ending, I'm like, I don't get it, but okay. I love this scene too. So I thought about using this for back to school because I teach at a college. But like I said, if we go to homecoming this year, I'm trying to see if I recognize any other books in this stack. I don't, but this could be my reading list. If we go to homecoming in October, I might use it then. I generally don't use a kit for the Super Bowl because usually I don't watch, I'm going to be honest. And also it's usually the same week as my husband's birthday, and my husband's like not into football at all. So will not be using a football kit for his birthday for that reason. Oh, and there's a freebie here too. So there's this lovely journaling card. I believe this is from, oh, I love this firework pattern too. I believe this is from her New Orleans kit, which I do want to get. I basically want everything in Anna's shop. I just don't have room in my planner or my budget for every single thing all the time. But I do want to get the New Orleans kit. Also, she has a Puerto Rico kit that's exclusive to her shop. I'm looking into going to Puerto Rico, so that would be awesome. Anyway, that's the journaling card. And then I got Boba and Bites, and this made me so hungry. There's a lot of desserts in here that I love, and I think this one was exclusive to her shop as well. So there's mochi donuts, which if you've never tried a mochi donut, oh my god, do yourself a favor and find one. They're delightfully like squishy. I don't know how to explain it. A place around the corner from our last apartment used to sell them, and then they like, it was this restaurant that like kept switching genres. So I was so sad when the mochi donuts went away. And then taiyaki are like a waffle shaped in a fish, and sometimes you can put all sorts of stuff in them. Luckily we still live near a Somi Somi, which is where I've mostly gotten those. So yeah, I like boba tea, but mostly I just like the milk tea part, not the actual boba. So yeah, and I believe that's supposed to be matcha. So this is really cute. Love the colors of this. I think this is going to be like a late summer type of kit for me. Love everything with strawberries, honestly. Oh, I like this like squiggly pattern. I don't think I looked that closely at the patterns in this kit. I just saw the art and it made me hungry. So I'm like, well, I have to have that. But the colors are so fun. This girl is very pretty. Love the scene too. Ooh, and this deco. The donuts. I need to figure out where to find a mochi donut nearby. So cute. So that's Boba and Bites. And then the last kit I got was Cultura. This was, I believe, was it like Latin American Heritage Month kit, art, etc. There's a couple freebies that come with this. This one reminds me so much of my sister-in-law, my husband's older sister. I might use this in September, both because that's usually Hispanic Heritage Month, but also because her birthday's in September. So, and if you don't know, my husband is Mexican-American, his family is, so that makes sense. She's really pretty. And then a bunch of like soccer or football outfits, and then the kit. So yeah, that's Selena. That movie's on Roku right now, in case you're wondering where to watch it. Love the colors in this. Love it. Love this pattern. So I've had my eye on this one for a while. I just couldn't fit it into the lineup, so I'm happy to finally be incorporating it this year. And I'm not going to say how old my sister-in-law is because I don't know if she would appreciate that. I try to destigmatize aging, but also like that's everybody's journey for themselves. But I will say, I believe this year is like a milestone birthday for her. So I think it would be great to do something really nice and celebratory for her birthday. Oh, the molcajete with the avocado. Beautiful. Plantains. Love this. Love, love, love. Let's see if I recognize any of the books. There's not as many like book titles in here. But yeah, very cute. So that is Cultura. Definitely gonna put that into the lineup for September. So that's everything from Cafe with Anna. I should also say I feel like I've seen my sister-in-law in an outfit like this in a photo from the 90s. Also, she is a Chicana studies professor. So used to be an English teacher in high school, now teaches community college ethnic studies. She's awesome. She's the big sister I never had. So just wanted to add that. So next we have Itty Bitty Sticker Co., my tried and true. So I believe Tanya threw in this washi as a freebie. So it's like this blue pattern with lots of Molly expressions, very cute. And then let's get into what I ordered. It's a very precarious situation on my desk. I do not have a very large desk and I have a lot of stuff I keep on my desk. So, okay, I'm gonna try not to show my address on the internet. That's never a good idea. So let's get into freebies first. So I had to get the May postcard and freebie because it's Lily of the Valley. May's my birthday month. So we got that. That's so cute. I love that the tan cat is on here. And then there is the corresponding freebie. And I think that was it. Was there another? Oh, there was a full box freebie too. So love the little characters. Love that the little like ballerina has a skirt of Lilies of the Valley. And then this was the Molly Squad freebie for May. So I put the Daisy postcard in my May section, not realizing that the theme of all of the freebies this year is like birth month flowers. So now I'm not sure what to do. I think I'm going to hold on to as many of the Molly Squad freebie full boxes as I can and maybe try and do like a weekly spread with all of them. But I don't order from her every single month, so I don't know how that's going to work. I wish I could. I don't really have anything I need to order from her in June, but I know June is like Rose, I think. So that would be cute. But anyway, moving on. The other freebie is the sparkly Rosie the Riveter die cut. So that's adorable. And then I did crack into my character stickers already because I was behind on Plan With Me's and I really needed to use these stickers. So there's a couple missing, but you get the idea. I have Molly Loves True Crime. I have Molly Has Allergies, which I've had to use one of those already as well for my Easter spread. And then Molly Loves Seafood with Friends, which I thought was so cute. My husband is very much a tin fish girly, and so are the cats. Anytime my husband buys like sardines or oysters or whatever for himself, he cracks open the can and the cats come running. They're like, that's for me, right? And he's like, no. And they're like, but it's basically cat food. And he's like, no, it's for me. So I thought this was so cute. Molly with the oysters. Like, I do love a good oyster every now and then. So those are the character sheets I picked up, not that many. And then mostly this order was about getting my monthly kits. So I am going to be switching back to Tanya's shop for monthly kits in July. The main reason I switched at the beginning of the year was because Tanya was closed for a while. But here's the July kit for this year. This is so cute. The tin fish, the seafood theme. I love this font and I love the colors in this. So her monthly kits are a 2-pager. So pretty simple. The birthday icons switched out, but everything else is the same as before. So I'm really excited to use this relatively soon. And then August, I believe this is one from like last year, but I just thought this was so funny. Again, I like a different font every now and then, and it says chemists. They have all the solutions. Ha ha ha. OMG. I didn't even notice that OMG. The oxygen and magnesium. I am not a scientist at all, but I thought this was very cute. And then I love how the DNA strands are on some of the boxes for this. So yeah, that's everything from Tanya's shop. Thanks for the freebie, Tanya, and thanks for the kind note. She wrote, hi, friend. Thank you. Happy birthday, Tanya. Okay, then the next thing I have is from Scribble Prints Co. I wanted to show this cute sticker on the packaging. A wild sticker appears. I don't really often order from Scribble Prints Co. She just doesn't have a lot of things that I need and or want, but I did really want to pick up this art and she was one of the few shops still carrying it. So let's get into the freebies. So I just did the choose your own freebie random because I couldn't make a decision based on what was available. I do really like this like used bookstore journaling card. That's very cute. And then there's like this transparent sticker like kind of like a bento box and a hot pot meal, I think. So that's quite cute. And then I just got one mini kit from her. I don't know. I feel like she's starting to transition away from this type of kit anyway, and so I'm not seeing a whole lot that I need and or want from her. So every now and then I order from SPC, but other than that, I'm like, I can get what I need from other places. So this is the I'm a Fake weekly kit. This is the full box freebie. I wanted to get this because we're going to see My Chemical Romance, and there's a box in here that's like very appropriate for that. So this is the mini kit version. I didn't get an ultimate kit because first of all, expensive. Second of all, I don't see myself using this art twice. It's a very specific art set. I thought about when this art first came out using it for one of my husband's birthdays, but there's a lot of different art sets that would work for his birthday. So there's this My Kittenish, because this was Kittenish Girl Jess art t-shirt in here. So I'm like, I have to use that for My Chemical Romance, because also who knows if we'll ever see them again. I don't know how often they're going to tour. And then it's also in this full box scene as well. So the mini kit has full boxes, this kind of like deco and functional page, the glitter header and extra full box sheet, this functional page, which is really where you get your labels and little things. I do wish more people would make mini kits that were more functional. I know I've talked about this before. I find Cafe with Anna is really good because there's still a lot of full box options, but essentially most of the kit is like functional stuff. And I wish more shops would do that, because like having literally one sheet of labels, but then all these extra full boxes just doesn't work for me. It doesn't make sense to me. It's like, I don't need that many full boxes. You know what I mean? And then there's a washi sheet with yet another full box. Like if you're doing a mini kit week, how many full boxes do you really need? That's just me. I don't love having more than like 9 to 10 full boxes in a kit. And here alone, even without the freebie, you still have 11 full boxes, which for like a minimalist week doesn't work, in my opinion. But I'm probably in the minority among that. I feel like I'm often in the minority opinion with planner sticker stuff. So, oh well, I buy what's available. What can I do? If I really cared that much, I would start making stickers, but I do not have a silhouette. And my printer, I don't know, there's a lot of upstart. I probably should start playing with like printables, see if I can do it, and then take over the world, right? No, just kidding. That's everything from SPC though. And then finally, we have my first ever order from Planner Face, who I've kind of fallen in love with recently. I can't show you the rest of the front of the Planner Face envelope, but because it has my address on it, but I wanted to show you the stickers that were put on the front of it. Very cute. So I follow Anna, who I believe is the shop owner and like runs the show. And then I've been following her friend Kat. So I believe Anna's handle is Planner Face, and then Kat's handle is like Peace, Love, Plan, and Read or something. I've been following both of them on Instagram and YouTube over the last like year or so. And I just think they're darling. They're in the UK. And they just seem so sweet. And there are some exclusive art kits from Planner Face that the kit format is a little bit different than I'm used to, but the art is like so unique and so perfect for my life that I'm like, I gotta place an order. So this is my first order from this shop. Came all the way from the UK. Once it shipped, it only took like maybe a week to get to California, so that's kind of incredible. It does ship without tracking, just FYI. Ooh, I love when the cellos don't have the sticky part on them, because I've ruined many a sticker with the sticky part of a cello. I know that's a very minute detail, but it's the reality. So this is the freebie for the June order. It's on a matte paper. Love the inclusion of the Progressive Pride heart. And it seems like it's a yellow themed freebie. Very cute. And then there's a little thank you note. Cute, cute. And then I believe this was a mystery kit last year. And I think I saw someone post either this version, they also have a dog version for the doggo people out there. And I was like, oh, dang it, I wish I was subscribed to the mystery. But then I think the year after the mystery goes out, they bring it to the shop. So this is Kat Let's Potty cat version. So this is the full box like extra freebie with the cats, including one wearing a little party hat and a bow tie. My cats like literally don't even wear collars at this point. Like they're so finicky. We do not dress them in anything. But yeah, I'm like, I need this. So I got all the kitties. These two kitties are next to each other. Everyone's sleeping. Oh my god, I'm a sucker for a cat. So first sheet of the kit. Again, this is on like a matte paper. I don't know if it's like removable matte. It doesn't feel like removable, but that's okay. Or maybe it is. We'll find out when we use it. So this one has the full boxes and the checklists, like mini checklist. I love this banner scene. That's very cute. A couple extra full boxes, weekly checklists, habit trackers, these kind of swatches and checklists and labels. I think this is I don't know if they call it an ultimate kit version, but this is like the big kit version. So then we have most of our rounded boxes and square boxes and things. I love the colors of this. I love the patterns of this. We've got some sort of little things and more square boxes and some labels. And then some heart checklists, which I don't use that much anymore, but you can easily chop them up into little things. And then these are, oh, talk about some old school page flags with the little actual flag to them. I kind of miss those, especially in the underlay world. Those look good on underlays. And then we've got some full washi, some date covers, a little skinny piece of washi, which is interesting. I think Anna and Kat both use the Tilly's Journals planner, so I wonder if that makes it fit better in there. And then some more little things, and then some pattern headers, which is kind of cool. I like pattern headers sometimes, especially if you're only using like one row of headers. And so then these are the glitters, the icons, and the deco. And the potty balloons are like individually cut out, so you can like decorate however you want with that. That's really adorable. And I love this weekend banner. I don't always love a weekend banner, but this one's really cute. And then I love these check boxes as well. So that is Let's Potty, however you want to say it. That's so cute. So I'm pretty sure this is exclusive to Planner Face because it was one of their mystery kits. And then the other one I got is Festival Vibes. I don't know if this is exclusive to Planner Face, but I haven't seen it anywhere else. So I'm going to maybe think that it is. And we've got a lot of extra full boxes here. So we got this cute, that's really cute, the food truck one. And like this type of glass is very trendy right now, like the glass jar with the glass straw. I've seen those for sale a lot of places. And then we've got some extra full boxes. I really like that one because it kind of looks like me. And then I think this kit is laid out a little bit differently. I don't know which one is the more up-to-date version, but we've got the weekend banner, icons, check boxes, and deco. And then we've got the full boxes and checklists. The friendship bracelets say fearless, good vibes, love, cute. And then this sheet is the same as the last kit as far as the layout. This sheet looks mostly the same. This one looks a little bit different. I know Anna especially tends to use only like one row of glitter headers, so there's not quite enough glitter headers to like, maybe there's not. There is, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4 times 4 is 16. So I don't think that would get you through like putting them on all 3 boxes. Sorry, I had to make sure I was still recording. All 3 boxes on all 7 days, but that's okay. I can definitely work with this. And then this sheet looks the same as the other kit, I think. And then at the bottom, washi, date covers, skinny piece of washi, more little things, and then those pattern headers. So with this one, I might use the glitter headers just across 1 or 2 boxes, or I might just use the pattern headers. Either one is fine by me. So that is Festival Vibes. So again, I'm not sure if that's exclusive, but it might be because I do not remember seeing this art anywhere. And that's kind of the vibe for me lately with shops is like, if you guys have exclusive art, that's probably gonna make me shop with you more, if I'm being honest, because like there's some art sets that like get released to everybody that I like, but then there's a lot where I'm like, I don't really need that. But for some reason, I think people just save like their best stuff for exclusive kits. So anyway, so yeah, that's gonna close out this haul. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing what I picked up the last couple of months. Again, I have said this before, I'll say it again. I don't shop a ton, so sometimes I worry that my hauls are not very interesting, but it seems like people enjoy them. So I will keep filming them. Let me know what you think about hauls. I don't always watch them. I'm going to be 100% honest. Like, they're usually the last type of video that I watch. No hate to anybody who does them. I just don't always tune in for them, but it seems like people enjoy watching mine for some reason. So let me know what you think. And I'm just gonna get everything in a row here. And I will talk to you in my next video. Bye.